So the Indiana Fever fans are furious with this signing. Absolutely furious with the fact the Fever have signed someone who appears to be a Caitlin Clark hater in Brianna Turner.
In an unexpected turn of events, the Indiana Fever's recent signing of Brianna Turner has caused quite a stir, and it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control. Turner, who was brought in to bolster the Fever's defense, quickly became a target.
So, in a kind of a surprising turn of events, the Indiana Fever have made yet another move this offseason, and they have signed Bri Turner to the roster.
Did you see what just happened for fans after her controversial tweets about Caitlin Clark and the Iowa team? Within 24 hours of her signing, Turner went from an exciting new addition to public enemy #1. How did things escalate so quickly, and what does this mean for the Fever moving forward? Let's break it down. Brianna Turner's quick fall from grace.
Brianna Turner, Sky fans hate her. Like, there is no player the Sky fans hated more than Bri Turner, who came on a big contract, a genuinely big contract.
Here, when the Indiana Fever announced the signing of Brianna Turner, fans were initially excited. Turner, a standout defender in the WNBA, seemed like the perfect fit for a team that had been struggling to make a major impact in the league.
We all knew last week when Katie Lou was pretty much let go that the Indiana Fever was up to something dealing with free agency. Now, I'm here to tell you, they definitely made a move. This time it was in the front court. And they have signed none other than Brianna Turner from the Chicago Sky to come join this basketball team.
With her defensive skills, Turner was expected to be a game changer and elevate the Fever's chances this season. But in less than a day, everything changed. The Fever were ready to embrace their new star player, but then controversy struck.
The Fever team looking to improve defensively this season, Brianna Turner should be just what the doctor ordered. Turner is a rim protector, high-level rebounder, and all-around defensive.
Brianna Turner, who had previously played for the Phoenix Mercury, found herself embroiled in a Twitter storm that would quickly alienate her new fan base. The tweets she posted were directed at Caitlin Clark and the Iowa team, sparking outrage among Fever supporters and fans of college basketball alike. What did Brianna Turner tweet? The problem started with one seemingly innocent tweet. Turner took aim at Iowa's decision to hold a celebration for being NCAA runners-up. While the event was meant to honor the team's achievements, Turner made a tweet questioning whether a runner-up deserved such an honor. She tweeted, "Iowa will hold a celebration to honor the NCAA runner-up. All players and coaches expected. Disrespectfully, I'm confused. Is this what a runner-up typically does?"
And like what people fail to realize, these are one-year contracts. A lot of these players are gonna get moved around next year. Then we're gonna get new pieces to come. Next year, team really gonna be the team. This is almost like a rental situation. Like some of these players are just here on rental. Like I don't know if Sydney Clawson gonna stay. Players like that, Dewanna Bonner, she's kind of up in age. We don't know if she's gonna stay. But at the end of the day, it's lit.
The tweet quickly received backlash, with many seeing it as a dig at Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes, who had a remarkable season, finishing as the NCAA runner-up. Fans were not pleased with the comment, but what made things worse was how Turner responded. Instead of apologizing or clarifying her stance, she stood her ground. She tweeted, "Feel free to unfollow me or block me if that is bothersome to you." This further fueled the fire, and her words seemed to make matters worse, not better.
So in what might be the biggest surprise in all of free agency, the Indiana Fever have just signed Brianna Turner.
Turner's refusal to back down was seen as disrespectful to her new fan base, and her relationship with the Fever's supporters was already strained before she even played a game. The backlash, from tweets to a full-scale revolt. As the backlash against Turner's tweets grew, it became clear that the situation was not going to blow over quickly.
Has made the WNBA's first team all-defense 2 times in her career, putting her in exclusive company. She is one of just 10 active players to make first team all-defense multiple times in her career, and she'll be teammates with another, Natasha Howard.
Fans took to social media to express their disappointment, and it wasn't just about the content of her tweets. It was about her handling of the situation. Many were upset that a player who was supposed to be an exciting new addition to the Fever seemed more interested in stirring controversy than in connecting with her new fans. The timing couldn't have been worse for the Fever, who had been hoping to build a positive atmosphere around the team. Instead, the focus shifted away from basketball and onto a social media firestorm. fans who had been excited about Turner's defensive prowess.
A lot of the tweets and stuff do not look good. Do not look good from Bree Turner.
We're now calling for the Fever to reconsider the signing. The front office, already under pressure, found themselves caught in the middle of a PR nightmare. The bigger issue, social media in modern sports.
She tweeted this: Iowa will hold a celebration to honor the NCAA runner-up. All players and coaches expected. This is Iowa to hold a celebration. Respectfully, I'm confused. Is this what a runner-up typically does now? Haven't seen this before. But kudos to them for publicly honoring all they've accomplished this season. I'm confused. Is this what a runner-up does? It does if you're Iowa. I'm sorry, it does.
The drama surrounding Brianna Turner is a perfect example of how social media can affect professional sports teams in unexpected ways. While it's always been important for athletes to engage with their fans, social media has added an entirely new layer of complexity. In today's digital age, athletes aren't just playing on the court, they're constantly engaging with fans and the public, whether they like it or not.
Let's be real. She tweeted about the whole, do you remember the whole harassment by the journalist? Or say not by the journalist, by the paparazzi, the TMZ person who tried to ask Kennedy Carter a question. And obviously she went and made a way bigger deal about that than it should have.
Turner's tweets weren't just an offhand comment. They became part of the public narrative surrounding the Fever and their season.
That's what you want to see from this basketball team. That's what you see from elite teams across the league, is that these are people coming in and making immediate.
Athletes are no longer just role models. They're influencers, brands, and personalities in their own right. The way they handle social media interactions can make or break their careers. In Turner's case, her tweets quickly became a symbol of everything that could go wrong when an athlete engages in online battles instead of focusing on building relationships with their new team and fans.
And Stephanie White and these people came out and basically said at the end of the season, and Kelsey Mitchell and all these people, she was really anti-Fever. I don't think she was necessarily anti-Caitlin Clark with what she said, but she was anti-Fever when everyone was saying do not platform.
How did the Indiana Fever respond? The Fever front office was quick to respond.
It is funny that all these people who hated the Indiana Fever last year is finally coming around to sign with the team. Go figure. Now, I don't know the whole initial thing about this signing, maybe for depth, defensive purposes, but it is funny to see how what a year make when the Indiana Fever is one of the, not one, but is the top team in the WNBA.
Attempting to distance themselves from the situation, they issued a statement expressing their disappointment over the tweets and reaffirming their commitment to fostering a positive and supportive environment for all players. Had already voiced their frustration, and the team's reputation was taking a hit. While the Fever were likely hoping to build a championship contending team, their new addition had inadvertently created a cloud of negativity around the organization.
Good job of, finding pieces that fit. It makes me excited about the future, obviously, with Steph and her staff coming in here, and my ability to work out with Keith all off-season has been really fun, but it's been fun. I got to work out with DB, and as some off-season leagues and overseas stuff kind of wraps up, a lot of them will start getting back, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to get in the gym and be with my teammates and, just start putting the pieces together and see what works, what doesn't work. But I think we're going to have a lot of different options to do a lot of different things, and I think that's what's super exciting about it all.
Teams' efforts to improve their standing in the league were overshadowed by a PR crisis that no one saw coming. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Brianna Turner's controversy with the Indiana Fever, make sure to check out our other video on how social media is changing professional sports. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and in-depth coverage.